Now we are going to see purification of drinking water. Drinking water na குடிக்கிற தண்ணியோட சுத்தத்தை பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோம். Water for drinking and cooking purposes must be pure, isn't it? So it must be pure for healthy living. Impure water contains என்னென்ன இருக்கும்? Soluble impurities, அழுக்கு இருக்கும், கரைஞ்சிருக்க அழுக்கும் இருக்கும், கரையாமல் மிதந்துட்டுருக்க அழுக்கும் இருக்கும். So impure water contains soluble impurities and insoluble impurities and disease causing germs also. So impure water contains soluble impurities, insoluble impurities and disease causing germs. So these germs cause what kind of disease? Typhoid, cholera, jaundice, like that. Okay, fever, cold, like that many disease will come. Okay, underground water, we are getting borewell water, no? The underground water from natural spring and wells and water in lakes and in rivers is full of what? Impurities. அழுக்கு தான் இருக்குது. So underground water, lake, river, well, every water is full of impurities. So it is not safe for drinking. So in city and town, water is purified in big purification plants. ஒரு ஃபேக்ட்ரியில் பியூரிஃபிகேஷன் பண்ணுவாங்க தண்ணியை. திஸ் ரிவர் வாட்டர் ஒன்லி வி ஆர் ட்ரிங்கிங், பட் ஆஃப்டர் பியூரிஃபிகேஷன் ஒன்லி வி ஆர் யூஸிங் இட் ஃபார் ட்ரிங்கிங். ஸோ ஒன் பியூரிஃபிகேஷன் பிளான்ட், அதாவது ஒரு ஃபேக்ட்ரி, பிளான்ட்னா ஃபேக்ட்ரி, பியூரிஃபிகேஷன் பிளான்ட்ஸ் will be there. So water is purified in big purification plants before it is sent to homes. From tap we are getting drinking water, no? It is purified water. So the methods involved in making pure water fit for drinking are many methods. What are that? Sedimentation, filtration and chlorination. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணி தான் நமக்கு தண்ணி வரும் பைப்பில். ஓகே, வாட் ஆர் த மெத்தட்ஸ் ஆர் யூஸ்ட் ஃபார் பியூரிஃபிகேஷன் ஆஃப் ட்ரிங்கிங் வாட்டர்? செடிமெண்டேஷன், ஃபில்ட்ரேஷன் அண்ட் குளோரினேஷன். ஓகே, ஒன் பை ஒன் now we are going to see. First one is what? Sedimentation. அப்படின்னா என்ன? Already we saw in the lab, no? The same thing. Sedimentation. Water is first collected from the river. Water is first collected in a large sedimentation tank, பெரிய tank, and allowed to stand, settle as such for some days. In this way the heavier soluble, கொஞ்ச நாள் இருந்தால் என்ன ஆகும்? The heavier soluble and solid impurities, கரையாமல் இருக்கிறதுக்கு இல்லையா, solid impurities sink into the bottom, அடியில் அப்படியே தங்கி இருக்கும். Sunlight also, it open tank only, sunlight also kills many germs present in that impure water. So river water வந்து collect பண்ணி it kept in a sedimentary tank, sedimentation tank. Okay, so first step sedimentation, then it go to the filtration. The same water, the sedimented water, மேலே இருக்க தண்ணியெல்லாம் மட்டும், ஓகே, செடிமெண்ட்டு, impurities in the settle down at the bottom, அதை விட்டுட்டு, so the top layer clear water only sent to the filtration tank. Now it move from the sedimentation tank to filtration tank. So now second step, filtration. After sedimentation, the water is filtered through a sand bed to remove finer insoluble impurities. Sand bed na அந்த மணல் படுக்க மாதிரி. So finer insoluble impurities will all that removed in the filtration tank. Okay, then third step. So first one is sedimentation, second one is filtration. In filtration, the filter technique, sand bed technique. So through that small holes, insoluble impurities are completely removed. Now it go to the water goes to the third step. What is that? Chlorination. So chlorination is a one kind of salt. Chlorine is one kind of salt. See, after filtration, the water is then disinfected. கிருமியை அழிக்கிறதுக்காக disinfected with a small amount of chlorine gas. Small amount of chlorine gas. Chlorine gas kills germs. Disinfect சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, so it kills germs. After chlorination, so this we call it as chlorination. I am introducing chlorine gas into that water. Clear water is called as chlorination. So after that, the water becomes pure and it is piped for domestic use. வீட்டு யூஸுக்கே வந்துடும். So sometimes instead of chlorine gas, they add chlorine gas. I said no, instead of chlorine gas, we can use chlorine tablets also. Okay, this we call it as chlorination. So after filtration, the top layer clear water is sent to the next stage that we call it as chlorination. What happens in the chlorination? Chlorine gas is added there in the water. For what purpose? To kill the germs. So instead of chlorine gas, we can use chlorine tablet also. So chlorine gas and chlorine tablet kills the germs present in the water. So it disinfects the water. Okay, so we get clear drinking water. This clear drinking water is stored in the overhead tank. Then it is distributed to the domestic purpose. So this is how we are getting the drinking water from the municipality. Okay, so how to safeguard the drinking water? Water for drinking and cooking can be purified in different methods. So what are the methods? How to purify the drinking water? வீட்டுக்கு இப்போ பைப்பில் தண்ணி வந்துருச்சு, but the tap water is not recommended to drink as such. So even though it is purified, it is not recommended to drink the tap water as such. So what should we do? Water can be boiled for 10 to 15 minutes to kill the germs and then can be stored in a clean container. So we have to boil, then store in the clean container. This is the first step we have to do. So boiling, what makes the boiling kills the germs present in the water. Okay, so boil the water is good for health. The next step is use a water filter, vadigetti, water filter to store drinking water. The filter should be cleaned regularly. அப்படியே சேம் அதையே யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு கூடாது. The filter should be cleaned regularly as a dirty filter can give rise to disease causing germs. அங்கேயே செட்டில் ஆகிருக்கும், அதனால டிசீஸ் திரும்ப வந்துடும். So the filter should be clean. Then third step is potassium permanganate crystals can be added in water to kill the germs present in water. So we are not doing that, but in big factories they are doing this. Potassium permanganate crystals can be added. So the chemical, okay, so this can be added to kill the germs present in water, as like a chlorine, potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate crystals also kills the germs present in water. Okay, then fourth step, a small amount of chlorine can be added in water to kill the germs. So this we know it already. This step only we call it as chlorination. So we can do this in home also. Water, drinking water, So what is the simplest method? Boiling. So boil the water for 10 to 15 minutes to kill the germs completely present in that. So it is safe to drink. So very simple method to purify the drinking water is boiling. Okay children,